I have 3 or 4 projects on the go, and I honestly did not know which one to sit down and work on with you all today. Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Unfinished Projects Club. If you are new here, hello, my name is Jen. This channel is all about unfinished projects, rotating hobbies, and doing what we can when we can. No pressure to be productive. Just grab your project, a drink, or just listen along. So, how's everyone doing today? I hope well. I have 3 or 4 projects on the go, and I honestly did not know which one to sit down and work on with you all today. I know, shock among shocks. I really embrace the theme of our channel here. No, seriously, I do need to get these minis done. This set of minis, because I am doing them for the Mini Madness event. And I have to have all 6 done. So this is probably top on my priority list. Although I also have another Hello Spring from Addison Lane started to replace Hello Winter, because winter is done. We put it away. I'm done with it. I want to be warm and cozy, not cold. Although yesterday it was like 90 degrees out. I don't know if I want to be that warm and cozy quite yet. While March is almost over, which I'm sorry, I cannot believe March is almost over already. Where is the time going, y'all? I know there's those internet theories of us being in some kind of time paradox, and we entered the black hole, and that's why time doesn't seem to go is the same way. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, it wouldn't shock. Nothing would surprise me anymore. Nothing would surprise me anymore. Although I do remember growing up, my parents saying that as you get older, time goes by faster. Turns out they weren't just kidding. Right? So what did everyone get up to this weekend? I went to go see the musical that Floof was. We were joking around the unofficial official stage manager. Apparently she did name him official stage manager, although not in time to put his name in the program as such. Whatever, he was happy. They did good. They did good. You never know what you're gonna, what to expect when you go to a high school musical. But they do good. They really put their all into it. Been there, done that. I was a theater kid myself. Not as hardcore as my boys are, but I did do the plays. So I mean, I get it. It's hard work. Especially those last 2 or so weeks leading up to it. I mean, you're living, breathing, eating theater. And it's kind of hard to focus on anything else. I was talking to him about some of his grades. I'm like, all right, play's done now. I wasn't bothering you before, but now I'm going to bother you. Get them up. I mean, I've been there. I've done plays and had my grades kind of suffer because, again, you're living, eating, breathing theater. So, I mean, I'm not a hypocrite. But it's time to, oh, why did I just stuck my fingers right in the glue, y'all. It's a Monday. I tend to try and film these on a Monday. By the way, I am completely scatterbrained and haphazard. I'm sure you can tell. But anyway, yeah, went to go see the play. They did good. I was very proud of them all. They did their senior speeches. So my older son's girlfriend, sorry, I just hit the camera. Got her senior speech, and so I was there to give her a big hug. She's a nice girl. Kind of quirky, but I think they all are at that age these days. But yep, was there to give her a big hug, and again, made my floof happy because I did go to see said play. Dad didn't. Ha ha ha. I'm better. But yeah. It was a weekend. Beyond that, just hanging out here at the house. It was board game weekend with hubby, so he got to play his game. So we made him happy all the while. And I was like, yeah, I'm just here. I never win the game, y'all, ever. Making him happy is literally the only motivation I have to play this game. I would washi this down, but as we have discovered, washi tape and I don't, seem to mix. And whenever I try to washi anything down on this, on my light pad, it just comes right back up. So I need to stop buying washi tape is what it is. It's pretty, but functionality wise, it doesn't work for me. I never have luck with it sticking to anything. I know it's low tack. I know it's not supposed to be very sticky, but I mean, you'd think there'd be some stick. Just a little. But what do I know? I feel like this is a hot mess. You'll have to tell me in the comments. Are you looking at this going, Jen? What are you doing? Hold on a second. Anyway, yeah, so we played our game, binge watched our show. We've been watching The Pit. What I didn't realize is it's still like on with new episodes, so we needed to slow down. We got through the entire first season in a weekend or two. And so we're like, oh yeah, well, second season isn't done yet, so it's time to just watch this at a sane pace. So yeah. It's good. I remember when ER came on way back in the day. What did it start? Like 94? It was the year I graduated high school. My mom and I used to watch it together. That was our big thing. We would watch ER together, and then even when I went away to school, like when I transferred as a junior and went away to school, I would make sure I didn't have Thursday evening classes so that Mom and I could watch ER together. That was our thing. And I had a crush on Noah Wyle when ER came out. And so it's nice to see him in this show. I mean, because it reminds you, it's like an ER sequel, even though not quite, but my goodness gracious me, he does remind you of Dr. John Carter. A little older, a little more hardened, but it's a good show. My husband wasn't too keen on it because he's not into the medical dramas, but he has been liking it too. So hey, we found a winner. So yep, we did that. Like I said, I went to go see the play. So I went to this show. And when I was there, I saw someone walk in that I used to work with when I first started teaching, like almost or over 20 years ago. We taught together for a couple of years. We were in the same department. He taught physics, I taught biology, biology, and chemistry. So yeah, we worked together. And not only that, we hung out together. The man came to my house all the time when I was married the first time, hung out with my husband at the time, and our friends, and we'd have cookouts, and he was around when my first son was born and came to see me in the hospital. I mean, we were buddies. We weren't just coworkers. We were buddies. He didn't recognize me. I walked up to him. I could tell he didn't know who I was. I'm like, do you recognize me? He goes, remind me. And so I told him. He goes like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay, I'm apparently very forgettable. It's like, dude, I was at your wedding. Your wife's standing right here. Does she know who I am? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, where is my... Because I keep just sticking my hand right in the glue. And this is getting annoying. There we go. It's a little bit better. But anyways, yeah, he was amazed at how old my boys were. And it's like, yeah, you remember when they were born. Come to find out, his wife is my son's guidance counselor. My son had no idea. Every time I ask him, who's your guidance counselor? Because if I want to get a hold of somebody, oh, well, that's so helpful. Come to find out, yeah, it's her. I'm like, hey, you, Floof, come here. This is your guidance counselor. He goes, yeah. I said, I know her. He's like, you know everybody, Mom. That's his big thing. You know everybody, Mom. Everybody knows who you are. I'm like, well, I taught this is a small community. I taught for well over 15 years. Yeah, people get to know who you are. Now, a lot of them don't know me by my name now, because that was not the name I had most of my teaching career. So sometimes you got to remind them what it used to be. But yeah, like it's a small town, honey. Everybody knows everybody. It's been his big thing this whole entire school year. Mom, you're famous. Because one of his teachers he had last semester, I taught many moons ago. And then another one of his teachers, I was friends with. I mean, our rooms were next door to each other for about 10 years. So, and, when you're a teacher, your kids hang out in the school. So, I mean, he knew my son because my boys used to hang out in his classroom sometimes and watch Netflix after school. So he was just like, everybody knows who you are. Like, yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes good, sometimes not. Like when I first split up with my ex and started dating and stuff, I was very unsure about, like, we wouldn't go out places in the town I taught in. If I could, I would try and, meet potential romantic interest person somewhere outside of town. I'm like, that is the last thing I need, is for one of these kids to see me on a date. I mean, most of them figured it out. Things, when my ex and I did split up, they noticed me not wearing a wedding ring almost as soon as it happened, which wasn't immediate. And no, I haven't been wearing one lately, but that's because they're way too big. I lost weight and my rings are way too big. I need to get them adjusted. Like spinning around, annoying me too big. And I'm afraid they're going to fall off, so I have not been wearing them lately. I'm surprised my husband hasn't had anything to say about that. He's such a whiner sometimes. Love him to death, but he likes to tell people how long it took me to change my name when we got married. 5 years. You want to hear the story? So we got married right before COVID. We were married in October of 2019. COVID hit a few months later. Well, I didn't change my name right away because we were going on a cruise and my passport was in my other name, my other married name. And you know how long it takes for those things to go through. I knew that wasn't going to happen before our honeymoon. So I was like, you know what, I'll wait. Well, and then, life happened and I just didn't get really around to it. And then COVID happened and everything shut down, including, Social Security office and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it right now. And then we were thinking of going on another trip. I'm like, well, again, I'm not going to have time enough to change my name on my passport, so I might as well wait again. I mean, it was like little things like that. And then one thing led to another, and it was not a priority on my list. But I did finally change it. But yes, he'll tell you, it took me 5 years to change my name on my passport. Who'd have thunk he'd be so sensitive about it? I might need to change my putty. I mean, doing it was easy peasy. The worst part of it was with Social Security, you need something with your new name on it. I'm like, well, how do you do that if you need a Social Security card to change your name for everything else? But I lucked out because when we got married and he put me on medical insurance, he actually used my married name. I don't know how he got away with that considering it wasn't officially changed, but he did. So I had my insurance card with my married name on it. And I'm like, whoa, look at that. Lo and behold. So that worked. So easy to change my Social Security and then take driver's license and all that. It took like no time at all. I do need to get a new passport though, because we are going on our cruise later this year. And now that it's officially changed, I do need a new passport. Kind of got to match those travel documents. They tend to frown on it when you don't. I feel like the gapping on this one's really not cool. Probably because it's on a light pad. Either that or I'm just not lining things up that well at all. But yeah, that is where we are at. I honestly, sitting down, they're flinging drills everywhere. Sitting down to do today's attempting progress whip and chat, I didn't know which project to do with y'all. I need to get these minis done. And like I said, I started, let me see if I can kind of show you briefly. Hello Spring. I have a star on it. So I have that. I have my crochet project. I finished my March snack size canvas that I was working on last week. It is framed and it's beautiful and it's colorful and I love it. I will show you it a little bit more in our March wrap up, which should be going live on Saturday. Yeah, I need to change my putty. It's kind of annoying because there's like 2 canvases left. Where is my putty? Oh, maybe just a little bit more in here. Maybe not so much a change. Using Black Dahlia. This scent is Silent Snowfall. It's from their winter collection, I believe. Yes. It smells yummy, as all of their putties do. I'm just going to take a small little chunk and kind of roll it into a snake and shove it in there. Kind of cover what's in there while giving a little bit more volume. So maybe I'll have a little bit more luck here. And I get some fresh scent. Woohoo. Okay, hopefully this works a little bit better. Anyway. So, you guys, I have an embarrassing story. I hit a neighbor's mailbox with my car. I felt terrible, feel terrible. My car's got a huge gouge in it now. I really don't have a few $1,000s to fix that though, so we are we put some paint on it so it won't rust, and I go back and forth. I could put in an insurance claim, yes, but do I want my insurance to go up? You know how that goes. I bought them a new mailbox. It was $500. We, where we live, we have an HOA, so all of the mailboxes match. And apparently we have $500 mailboxes. I was like, geez. So not only did I have to pay $500 for this mailbox, but I'm assuming I'm going to have to pay someone to install said mailbox. And yeah, I'm not a happy camper with myself, with the situation. Just, you know, got distracted, wasn't paying attention. I honestly, I still don't know how I did it. And then my poor son, Floof, was with me at the time. I was driving him to school. And he's like, oh, just tell them it was my fault. Tell them I distracted you. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And why would I do that? You had nothing to do with it. He's so adorable. He's always trying to take care of his mother. Kind of is like sad in a way too. I'm like, I'm your mother. I'm supposed to take care of you. It's not supposed to be the other way around. All right. I'm still having issues. So yeah, I've been dealing with that the past couple of weeks. It was when hubby was out of town. It was the day he was coming home. Literally, that's how I I greeted him when he walked in the door. I'm like, guess what I did? And he's like, I want to turn back around and go back. I'm like, I imagine you do now. Because he's a really good driver. He did it as a job for some time. He was a driver, not like a truck driver, but more in a security-minded field. And so, I mean, he's trained very well. So beyond the fact that he was a good driver to begin with, he's an exceptional driver because he's got all sorts of cool tactics, and then he's got a wife that hits mailboxes. So it's great. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my Lord. What is my issue with putty today? Maybe it's because it's been warm. It was 90 degrees yesterday, y'all. I am sorry. I didn't realize I was out of frame. It was 90 degrees yesterday, y'all. 90. It's March. It has no business being 90 degrees. I'm not quite ready for, I mean, I know I've been sitting here complaining about how cold it is. But 90 degrees, really? Not today, it's like 60 something. These drastic temperature changes are wreaking havoc on my migraines, I tell you that. So what are you all up to this week? What do you all have going on? I need to finish these minis. Like I said, would like to get Hello Spring done just because, you know, it is spring officially now. And I put winter away because I didn't want to see it anymore. It offended me. So yeah, I need to get spring finished so I can put it up on the mantle. Still putting my hand in the glue. That's lovely. Easter's coming. So next week, I think Floof is on spring break. My college son already had his spring break, but he will be home for Easter weekend. He's a long weekend. I have to drive him back on Easter. He has classes the next day. It's like, wow, it's a good thing I really don't do much on Easter. Not like I used to when I had small children. Yeah, my placement is not so good on this. I'm going to be straightening these drills like mad. So I'm glad our play life is done for the time being. He does have a couple shows he's in for his theater class. but it's not like every day getting out at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. He's been walking around in like this zombie like aura because he comes home from school, goes to bed, eats dinner, goes to bed. It's tiring. And I get it. I remember those days. Oops, forgot to put my gels actually back in the container. So yeah. And so he's glad it's done, but at the same time, he's like, I can't believe it's done. Yep. Next year's going to be even worse when he's a senior and he's one of those ones up there getting the speech. I don't know what I'm going to do then. I won't have any babies in high school after next year. I will officially be an empty nester. That makes you feel old. And oh boy, they love to remind me of that too. When next year, when I'm a senior, no. No more senior talk. You're not allowed. No more kids growing up when I told you no. Yeah, I think it's because it was so hot yesterday. My pie might just be sticky. Should have put it in the fridge. Because it got warm in the house too. Well, warm meaning it was like 69, 70. My husband keeps the house at igloo-like temps. But warmer than normal. How's that? So yet again, yesterday when I went to the show, I had to wait for my son because he had the cast party afterwards. So I brought my cross stitching. Got distracted and didn't do it again. I don't know what is going on there. I need to get that done. I squirrel with the best of them. Maybe I should bring that out for whip and chats. Then at least I know I'll touch it. All right. Well, I think we are going to call it a day here. I should be getting back to work. My lunch break is over, or getting close to being over. So tell me in the comments below, are there any specific crafts you would prefer to see in a whip and chat? Doesn't matter. Do you really pay attention, or you got it on as a distraction in the background? So 1 second, let me finish this color out, and then I'll say goodbye. There we go. Here, let's turn off the light pad, get a better look at it. What do you think? It's getting there, right? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We have attempted progress. We have made progress. Yay! So make sure you are subscribed. Join me on Saturday. I should be posting my March wrap-up. So if you're curious to see what got finished, how I'm doing on my WhipGo board, what WhipGo calls are coming up for the next month, hop on over when that posts. Check it out. Until then, I will see you. Have a great week. Thanks so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next one. Bye.